Hey guys, it's Miss Webb. This video is going to be about number 115 in the Red Book, so this one is for my 6th graders. The reason I'm doing a full video on this one is because it has some new material in it that we didn't get to cover in class, so I want to make sure you get a decent explanation from me as best we can right now. So let's just jump right into it, okay? So 115 in your Red Book, it's on page 26 I think for you. Okay, the first thing you're going to notice is in measure 1, you've got this weird looking little thing. It kind of looks like that. It's called a dotted quarter note. Okay, it's called a dotted quarter note. And a dotted quarter note is very similar to a dotted half note, which you already know. So you've seen dots before. Now, just because it has a dot does not mean, oh, it gets 2 beats, because we know that with a dotted half, the dot adds an extra beat to it. I'm not going to tell you the rule of the dot right now, because I think it's a little too advanced for you at this time. But just let me clarify in saying that just because you see a dot doesn't mean add an additional beat, okay? The dot's length really depends on the note that it's with. So a dotted quarter note gets a beat and a half. 1 beat plus half of 1. And because of that, because it isn't 2 full beats, we're missing part of a beat, it'll almost always be followed by an 8th note of some kind. So the reason for that is because it's got to equal 2 beats. If we leave out the 8th note, you're going to end up with a beat and a half, and it's going to make your time signature off, it's going to make your tapping off, and it's just going to be really hard to play. So we're going to talk through number 115, these new rhythms, and I'm going to play them for you a bunch, okay? And I think this will help you. So we're going to break this down to the most base level I can get you, okay? So I'm going to write this down because you got to be able to see some stuff. Okay, so the first thing I want you to see is this rhythm, okay? It's just 4 8th notes, 1 and 2 and, okay? And if you notice above it, you'll see down, up, right? And you know what that means. That is talking about when you tap your foot, right? Down, up, right? So if I were to play this, 8th notes, the first one happens on the down, the next one happens on the up. Ta, 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 ta. French fry, 1 and 2 and, okay? That's easy, okay? And you'll see where I'm going with this here in a minute. Promise, stay with me. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to use this. You know what this is. This is a tie. Remember that a tie adds 2 or more notes together, and it combines their lengths. So if we were to combine a half note with a quarter note, it would be 2 plus 1, which is 3, which is how we get that dotted half note. Okay, it's another way of writing it. Okay, so we're going to use the tie here. So instead of singing or playing on this second 8th note, we're just going to hold it through. Okay, we're going to tie it together. So this is going to equal 1 full beat. So you're going to tap on the first one, and then you're not going to play again until the second tap. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to use my foot. Ta, ta, ta. Again. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Okay, makes sense? All right, now, as you know, composers are super lazy. They don't want to use more ink than they have to because ink costs money. And if you've ever bought printer ink, you know that it's really expensive. And if you haven't, ask your parents or your teachers, because I'll tell you, it's really expensive. So most composers, instead of using a tie, with a tie plus the 2 8th notes like we had before, it is much cheaper, and honestly it's easier to read if you just put a quarter note instead of tying together those 2 8th notes, okay? And you can play this. You've been seeing this for many moons now, okay? So it's 1, 2, and. Coke, French fry. Down, up. Get my nice shoe over here. Here we go. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Okay, easy enough. Soup's easy. Now we're going to use that tie again. It's my dog barking. Sorry, she's seeing the neighbors. Okay, now we're going to tie together the quarter note to this first eighth note. And so now we're going to play on the first tap, but we're going to hold the note through the second tap and play when our foot comes back up. So it'll sound like ta, 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 ta. Okay, I'll show you my shoe. 2, here I go. Ta, ta. Okay, do you see how my foot, well, my hand in this case, see how the last eighth note I played when my shoe came up? Ta, 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 ta. Okay, with me? All right, now, this is also a lot of ink. Okay, there's an easier way to write this, just like we did a while ago, so we're going to simplify. To da-da-da, the rhythm that we have come here for. Okay, the whole purpose of this video is this right here rhythm. Okay, so you play this exactly the way you played the other page. Okay, but instead of writing that extra eighth note in there, the composer just put a dot. Because if you think about it, that little dot, it could be a little eighth note. You just needed a little, it just needs a stick and a tail. Okay, but they took that away because it's too much ink, because ink is expensive. Okay, so instead we put a dot. Okay, so the dot here is 2, so you're gonna hold down, down, up. Okay, here we go, here's my shoe. If I'm tapping, ready, go. Ta, ta. Okay, do you notice I tap on the 2? You can think about stomping on the dot. Okay, we stomp the dot. Okay, because your second tap is when the dot happens. Okay, think about, you can pretend it's a bug. Oh, how exciting! Here we go. Ta, squish, ta. Ta, squish, ta. Ta, squish, ta. Okay, let me do that with a metronome so you kind of get the idea. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, squish, ta. Ta, squish, ta. Okay, there's that rhythm. All right, now, let's talk about the real rhythm. Okay, this is what you see in measures 1 and 2, as well as in 5 and 6. Okay, you have the dotted quarter, eighth, and then followed by 2 quarters. Okay, if we take out this part, you know how to play 2 quarters. Ta, ta, easy enough. Okay. The tricky part here is making sure that you get to beat 3 on time. So you got to make sure you play this eighth note short enough, because you know you play this one when your foot comes up, but the very next time your foot comes down, you got to play this one. Okay, so I'll show that to you here. So here's our metronome. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, squish, ta, ta, ta. Okay, did you get that? Here I go. Ta, squish, ta, ta, ta. I'll do it again with numbers this time. Ready, here I go. 1 and 3, 4. Okay, I hope that helps. All right, now, obviously you don't see just this rhythm anywhere. There's a different rhythm. But before I move on to the next rhythm, you already know this rhythm. Most of you. If you've ever heard the song, the Christmas song, Silent Night, okay, right? Silent Night. Okay, if you've heard that song, you have heard this rhythm. In fact, you've probably sang it. Okay, look. Silent Night. That's it. That is the rhythm. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. You didn't even know you knew it. How exciting. Okay, so if I get my little shoe over here in metronome, I can sing you Silent Night. Here I go. Silent Night. There it was. Boom, nailed it. In fact, I'm going to put it down here. Put my shoe over here. 1, 2, here we go. Silent Night. Okay? And there you go. You didn't know you knew it. Look how smart you are. Let's go on. All right. Measure 3 and 4 is a little different. Okay? Instead of starting off with the dotted quarter and the eighth, it's going to wait until beat 3 and 4 to use them. That doesn't change how they sound. It just means we're putting them at the end of the measure instead of at the beginning. So instead of starting with a dotted quarter, you're going to start with a half, which you can play, right? Ta, it's 2 downs because it's 2 whole beats, okay? Then you got your dotted quarter over here, okay? Ta, squish, ta. But instead of that going on or stopping, we have a dotted half, which gets 3 beats, okay? So if I were to do this rhythm, here I go. Ta, 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 shh. Let's do that one more time. Here I go. Ta, 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 shh. Now notice I didn't touch the 4. And the reason I didn't touch the 4, I didn't bring my finger down, is because when you're playing this and you're tapping your foot does not come down on this beat. It comes up. Okay, so it doesn't make sense for me to tap it with my finger. Okay, I only tap the numbers. Okay, do not tap the hands. Okay, so I'm going to do it with my shoe so you can see what it looks like. 1, 2, here I go. Ta, 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 shh. Let's do it one more time. Here I go. Ta, 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 shh. Okay? All right. Now, guys, in measures 7 and 8, it's a whole note instead of a dotted half. But I think you can handle adding one more beat, right? Okay? With dots, guys, it's super important for you to tap your foot. Okay? I know I harp on you to tap your foot all the time anyway, but it's even more important with quarter notes or dotted quarter notes so that you can really feel how to line up that, especially that 8th note. Okay? Because that tends to be the hard part. You're like, yeah, I can do a quarter, yeah, I can do a dot, but it's lining up that next 8th note. Okay? And you're not going to be able to do that if you're not actively engaged in counting, which means you're tapping your foot. Okay? Now, I'm going to use my metronome, and I'm going to play 115 for you on horn. And we'll just see how it goes. Hopefully it won't sound like trash. Here we go. It's nice, easy tempo. You're welcome to play along with me after you watch this video the first time. It'll probably help. 1, 2, here I go. That's 115 on horn. Guys, with this one, it's going to be hard to know if you're playing it right without me there to be like, yes, that is it. Okay? So the easiest way to do this right now is to play along with my recording with this video. Okay? Or I think I already sent our recording on Remind. You can play along with that one. And then record yourself playing it and send it to me so I can hear it and help you understand where you're going wrong or where you're going right, okay? If you need help beyond that and you want me to make a video just for you about your instrument, I have most of them here. I can try. Or if you want to do a video call or a FaceTime or Skype, whatever, I just want to make sure you understand. So let me know if you need any help. I hope this video helps and has given you enough information that you feel like you can tackle these dotted quarters. In the red book, the dotted quarter with the 8th is the hardest rhythm you're going to see. So once you really get a good handle on that dotted quarter 8th, the rest of the red book is nothing to you. It's going to fly by. It's going to be super easy, okay? So let me know if you need any help. I miss you guys, okay? I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're all well. Hopefully we'll get to be back in school together soon. Okay? Bye, guys.